Edwards side, who look destined to drop to the championship. Yet they've beaten Liverpool, Aston Villa, and drawn against Arsenal in their past three home games. Edwards celebrated Andre's late winner with a sprint down the touchline, although the 43-year-old was feeling the effect of the physical exertion afterwards. Everton boosted their hopes of qualifying for Europe as they beat Burnley to earn a first home win in the Premier League. For nearly 3 months, defender James Tarkowski opened the scoring with a thumping header in the 32nd minute before Kiernan Disbury Hall added a second in the hour mark with a delicate dink over Martin Dubravka. The Blues, the last celebrated the win at Hugh Dickinson Stadium on the 6th of December, defeated the relegation threatening Claret to move within a point of 7th place Brentford. It was the 10th defeat of the Premier League season for Burnley, leaving them a point from safety with 9 games remaining. Brazil and Real Madrid forward Rodrigo called it one of the worst days of his life after he was ruled out for the rest of the season and 2026 FIFA World Cup with a serious knee injury. The 25-year-old's club said he had been diagnosed with a rupture of the anterior cruciate ligament and a rupture of the lateral meniscus of his right leg. Rodrigo appeared as the second half substitute for Real Madrid in their defeat by Getafe on Monday, completing the game after coming on in the 55th minute. It was his first appearance as a late substitute outing for the La Liga club at the start of February. Rodrigo said, "One of the worst days of my life. How much I always feared this injury." That's what he wrote on social media. He also said, "Maybe life has been a little cruel to me lately. I don't know if I deserve this, but what can I complain about? How many wonderful things I've experienced that I didn't deserve either." Rodrigo made 5 appearances for Brazil at the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. He also said, I think he said, "A major obstacle has arisen in my life, in my career, which prevents me from doing what I love most for a certain period of time. I'm out of the rest of the season with my club and out of the World Cup with my country, a dream that everyone knows how much it means to me, and all I can do is to be strong, as always. This is nothing new. Even though it's a very difficult time, I promise not to stop here. I believe I still have many incredible things to experience and bring joy to everyone who trusts me." The World Cup, which is being hosted by Canada, Mexico, and the United States, will take place between the 11th of June and the 19th of July. Brazil, managed by former Real Madrid manager Carlo Ancelotti, opened their campaign against Morocco on the 13th of June before playing Haiti and Scotland. In a statement, the Brazilian Football Association (CBF) said Rodrigo suffered a serious injury during a match against Getafe in the Spanish league, and it expresses its solidarity with the winger. Still in Spain, Barcelona threatened an epic comeback against Atletico Madrid, but came up short as the holders exited the Copa del Rey at the semi-final stage after a dramatic 4-3 defeat on aggregate. 2 goals from Marc Bernat, either side of Rafinha's penalty, gave the home side hope of a remarkable turnaround, but they could not find a fault to force extra time despite late pressure. Diego Simeone's side had on, and they will face the winner of Real Sociedad and Athletic Club, who meet in the other last 4 tie today in the final. Barcelona faced an uphill task after they were thrashed 4 goals to nothing in the first leg last month as they look to reach the final of the competition. They have won 32 times. Manchester United captain Bruno Fernandes has given the Premier League club Two conditions to see beyond this summer. Last year, Fernandes was heavily linked with a move to Saudi Arabia, which United reported rejecting £100 million offer. But the Portugal midfielder is considering his future at Old Trafford as he approaches his 32nd birthday. United are ready to table £400,000 a week deal for Fernandes, but is eager about other things. The team is currently in third place with 51 points. Fernandes also wants the club to appoint Michael Carrick on a permanent basis after his short-term deal expires in June. The President of the United States, Donald Trump, has said he does not care if Iran take part in this summer's 2026 World Cup. Trump's comment come amid United States and Israeli strikes on Iran, which has responded by launching attacks on United States allied states in the Gulf in an escalating conflict. The United States is co-hosting the World Cup, which takes place between 11th of June and the 19th of July, along with Canada and Mexico. He said, I really don't care about Iran playing in the tournament. I think Iran is a very badly defeated country. They're running on fumes. When FIFA was approached for comments, they are yet to comment on the situation. Tickets for this month's World Cup Interconfederation playoffs in Mexico has gone on sale, with prices starting at 200 Mexican pesos, approximately $11. Football World Governing Body announced this yesterday. The tournament will determine two of the final six qualification places for the expanded 48-team 2026 FIFA World Cup, which will be hosted by the United States, Mexico, and Canada from the 11th of June to the 19th of July. Six nations, Iraq, the Democratic Republic of Congo, tentatively, Bolivia and New Caledonia, and Jamaica and Suriname will compete across two Mexican host cities that are also scheduled to stage matches during the World Cup finals. Matches will be played in Guadalajara and Monterrey from the 26th of March to the 31st. According to FIFA, ticket prices range from 200 to 300 pesos, offering significantly more affordable access compared to the finals next year. By contrast, ticket prices for the 2026 World Cup have drawn criticism from some supporters. The lowest priced ticket for the finals begin at $60, with dynamic pricing and resale market activity pushing many seats beyond the reach of average fans. In tennis, players and officials ran from the court at an ATP Challenger event in the United Arab Emirates when an Iranian drone attack led to a fire breaking out at an oil terminal located about 10 kilometers away. Two matches were stopped in Fujairah, which is about 90 miles east of Dubai, shortly after the city's sport was targeted on Tuesday morning. The ATP later cancelled the rest of the tournament. A live feed on the ATP website showed Japan's Ayato Musuoka and Russia's Daniil Ostapenkov, along with umpire and line judges, dash of court early in the third set. Tournament officials could be heard shouting instructions to leave the court. Relevant authorities responded to a fire that broke out in the Fujairah oil industry zone, resulting from falling debris following the successful interception of a drone by air defense system. The government of Fujairah media office said in a statement, Iranian drone and missile attacks have been fired towards the United Arab Emirates over the past 3 days in response to the United States and Israeli strikes on Iran. Right into some long list of results from the NBA. Sacramento Kings were defeated by Phoenix Suns 114 to 103 points. Los Angeles Lakers were 9 points better than New Orleans Pelicans. It ended 110 to 101 point. Philadelphia 76ers suffered at home when they hosted San Antonio Spurs 131 to 91 points. For Minnesota Timberwolves, they were 7 points better than Memphis Grizzlies with 117 points recorded to 110 for the Grizzlies. Chicago Bulls lost by 8 points to Oklahoma City Thunder 108 to 116 points. Toronto Raptors were beaten by New York Knicks 111 to 95 points. For Miami Heat, they were 26 points ahead of Brooklyn Nets at the end of the game with 124 to 98 points. Washington Wizards lost to Orlando Magic 126 to 109 points. Cleveland Cavaliers won the game against Detroit Pistons 113 to 109 points. Dallas Mavericks suffered when they went to Charlotte Hornets. It ended 117 to 90 points. That's all we have in the news. Talking point next. Right, a shocking result recorded yesterday in the Premier League, and it was Wolverhampton Wanderers that defeated Liverpool 2 goals to 1 at the Molineux last night's game in the Premier League after beating Aston Villa in the derby 2 goals to nothing at their home. Then they came hosting Liverpool and defeated Liverpool 2 goals to 1. Yes, they are a condemned side when you look at relegation battle. They will need to win all their games to stand a chance, but picking up massive points. Drew against Arsenal, won at Aston Villa, and defeated Liverpool at the Molineux, picking 7 points out of a possible 9 from teams in the top 4, top 6 in the Premier League. Wolverhampton Wanderers defeated Liverpool yesterday 2 goals to 1. The goals in the game recorded by Gomez, and then we had Mohamed Salah also scored in the 83rd minute, first time in about 11 games, and Andre scored the winning goal for Wolves. It ended 2 goals to 1. Also yesterday, AFC Bournemouth and Brentford played equalizer. Bournemouth to the controversial penalty denied them by the referee and the supposed VAR yesterday. Everton won for the first time this year at home. Yes, it was Tarkowski and Disby Hall that got on the score sheet for Everton against Burnley. Leeds United lost to Sunderland 1 goal to nothing in the game yesterday. The goal was scored by Diarra. It was a very tame penalty, but found a way to end at the back of the net after it was awarded by the VAR. Abib Diarra scored in the 70th minute to give the Black Cats all 3 points against Leeds United. Let's have a feel of the drama that happened at the Molineux yesterday when Liverpool thought they can score as many goals as possible to topple Manchester United in Champions League position, but they lost, failing to do their own assignment. 2 goals to 1 to Wolverhampton Wanderers at the Molineux.
Corner, left footed from the right hand side again. Liverpool have piled players into the 6-yard box. It's flicked on at the near post and somehow stumbled off the line, and Frenchie gets it clear. Santi steps in. Is it? Chatua, high ball up towards Tolu. Tolu brings it down. Rodrigo Gomez might be in. Rodrigo Gomez into the penalty area. Yes! Yes! Rodrigo Gomez! Wow! Listen to this noise! Comes through to Ndamura in the penalty area. Carling,
Sarr.
brilliant save by Sarr. Tips it onto the post. To Bellegarde. To turn back in field. Oh, risky pass. Presents it straight to Salah. Salah up to the edge of the penalty area. Into the box. Striking goalwards and in. Liverpool are level. Jose Sarr couldn't keep it out. Long throw into the penalty area. Sarr comes and punches. Brought down by Soboslai. Ndamura tries to put it back into the danger zone. Headed straight into the arms of Jose Sarr.
Done enough.
And Curtis Jones takes it from him.
Keep it.
3 minutes still to play. Back to Alisson. Rodrigo Gomez was closing in. Chachua's header. Andre on the turn. Andre deflected! Andre! The Brazilian with his first ever goal for Wolves may just have picked up an incredible 3 points.
Liverpool fans, how are you guys doing this morning? It can be nice being a Liverpool fan right now after that loss, to Wolverhampton Wanderers, 2-1. First of all, let's hear from the coach of Wolves. His name is Rob Edwards. He's enjoying the moment right now. I'm sure that when he celebrated that goal, he needed some resuscitation, of some sort, because he went out of his way to celebrate massively, and it's expected because of the kind of season that they've had. This is their third win of the season. So let's hear from Rob Edwards talk about that victory over Liverpool at the Molineux.
Respect the position that we're in, and so I know I've lost myself in that moment there, and I'm enjoying it. People might be thinking, well, you're bottom of the league, but you saw the energy around the place, and you have to enjoy that. And we're trying to turn things around. Yeah, it's really important. It shouldn't be at this level, but it could go the other way, quite quickly and snowball, and it becomes really, really ugly. What we're doing at the moment is we're showing some fight, some spirit, which I know is the bare minimum, but also some quality as well. We're up against some top teams at the moment. We're competing with everyone. The lads, whatever they've got to compete with, whatever they've got to do it for at the moment, whether it's themselves, a World Cup, their families, whether you want to be here or not next year, you've got to perform.
All right, a beautiful assist from Super Eagles striker and Studio Arokodari. Perfect knockdown and a sweet pass to Rodrigo Gomez, who scored the first goal of the game in the 78th minute. You think, what was Liverpool doing for 77 minutes of that match? Where was they ahead? Where were they? All the talent in the team, apart from that sweet strike from Rio Ngumoa, could have ended at back of the net if not for that save, and not for that massive save from their keeper. Apart from that, few highlights from that particular match. And in the 78th minute, Rodrigo Gomez punished Liverpool. Let's hear from him talk about that victory against the champions of the Premier League.
We are doing some beautiful things, and we need to keep going, keep believing in ourselves, doing this, giving everything until the last minute and winning games. Yeah, it's very good moment. Very happy. Scoring, big game. Was very good. I'm very, very happy. Yeah, it was a good finish. Difficult because I had Conate in my back, but I showed that I scored, so I'm very, very happy. Yes, I did. Unfortunately, I had the joint injury, but now I'm feeling very good. I'm feeling sharp, feeling good, so that's very good. Yeah, Sam Olivo, very happy for me because he's a very, very good player. He played so good today. He played very good the last games. He's an unbelievable player, and he deserves.
Okay, for Anna Slaughter, let's listen to his excuse for losing that game. Or should we say lamentation, or should we say reaction? But they lost yesterday, 2-1.
Like you said, bad result. Far from a good first half. Second half there was a bit more urgency. We were getting closer and closer to scoring a goal, but then conceded probably the first moment they arrived in and around our box. We immediately struck back, first by hitting the post, afterwards Mo, and then we were twice close of making the winner with Mo Salah once in a counter-attack and with Virgil's header. But in the end conceded a deflected shot, which wasn't even a chance. Yeah, of course, because even more because we know how hard we have to work to score a goal, because yeah, I said before the game, recently we were mainly scoring from set pieces. We create enough chances, but we find it quite hard to convert those chances into goals. And yeah, then conceding two is too much to get a result.
Right, for Everton, they got their first win in almost 3 months at their new stadium, Hugh Dickinson Stadium. The last time they celebrated a victory on that ground was on the 6th of December. They won 2-0 at home yesterday against Burnley, and yes, a fine goal from Tarkowski, who said he should be scoring more goals, and Wolves, and for David Moyes. He and his team are still trying to see if they can tie down a European spot before the end of the season. So let's hear from Tarkowski on that goal, and we can also hear from the coach of Everton, David Moyes.
Yeah, I don't score enough, so yeah, pleased with that, and then pleased to get a win here. Our away form's been incredible, but we've not got enough points here in there today. Great, 3 points and clean sheet. Yeah, no, it's already been here, to be fair. We've just let ourselves down in a few games, conceding rubbish goals, and then not taking chances, but today, 2 goals and a clean sheet, can't be happier. Yeah, I mean, they're right in touching distance, as you said, to the European spot, so I think there's 9 games to go. Stick some wins on the board and see where we end up, but we're chasing them ones above us rather than looking below.
Look, I thought we played really well with the ball. I thought we kept it well, moved it well. I thought we recovered the ball well when we had to as well. We backed up from the game we had at St James's Park at the weekend, and it was great to get a sort of back-to-back win as well. I think Ghana's been doing exceptionally well for us for many years here. The people here will tell you that, but more than me. I actually think that he's just beginning to get back to his best after the AFCON. I think him and Ellie are just beginning to do a lot better than maybe they were, say, a month ago when they came back. Kieran as well. Kieran came back from an injury and they're just beginning to get into good form. And Jimmy Gardner's been great all season. And look, him and Jimmy Gardner and Jacob Bryan both had illness. And it sounds like there's a wee bit going around at Newcastle where we just come away from and today as well. So they've done great to play the game. Well, it'd be amazing if we could even get close, which we are. We're getting close.
Alright, for other results yesterday, Barcelona defeated Atletico Madrid, just like I said in the news. Got 2 goals from Bernal, and Rafinha also scoring a penalty, but it was a little, too late for them to get all 4 goals in that game and take the game to maybe penalties or something. Yes, they scored the 3rd goal in the 72nd minute, means that they had at least 20 minutes to get a 4th goal against Atletico Madrid, but Diego Simeone made sure they had everything on lockdown after considering 3 at Camp Nou. And yes, you also look at that match, Lamine Yamal with the assist for Marc Bernal in the 29th minute before Rafinha's penalty, and yes, João Cancelo assisted Bernal much later in the match. But fine win for Barcelona, a little too short, to get them to the final of the Copa del Rey. So Atletico Madrid alongside Ademola Lookman are now in the final of the Copa del Rey. But one thing that you should know about that game, Barcelona had 42 crosses in that match, had 15 corner kicks to no corner kick from Atletico Madrid at all. No single corner kick from Atletico Madrid at all. They had 2 shots on target compared to Barcelona's 9. And they had 3 shots off target compared to Barcelona's 9, while block shot was 2 from Atletico Madrid and 3 for FC Barcelona. But why I singled out that corner kick is because if they were Arsenal, if they had the talent of Arsenal converting from the corner kicks, they would have qualified for the final by now. Especially when they had close to 20 minutes of football to get a 4th goal. And they had this large number of corner kicks, 15. There's no way Arsenal get 15 corner kicks in a game and they don't convert 2. It's almost impossible that they with everything at stake. Yes, I'm sure that this one as if could be like, what have been 15 corner kicks and we didn't even score any of it. How? We didn't score any corner kick. How? This is the food they eat in England and the Premier League. Teams are scoring from the corner kicks, and Arsenal are the masters of that. So 15 corner kicks, Barcelona should have at least scored 2 or 3 if they focused on that, even if it's just 20% focus on converting chances from that opportunity. So I just had to say that. All right, let's say from Ansel Lee, quite bitter they lost that game. They came short in that match. Next time they will learn not to concede 4 in the first leg at an opposition's home.
I think we had a lot of chances to score the fourth and fifth goal, but at the end was not possible today, so we have to accept it. But we were disappointed. We will also win as a fans, but we can be very proud about what we do. We gave everything, we left everything on the pitch, and this is what I want to see. We have to go step by step, game by game, so this is not easy. Every 3-4 days now, no match, so we have to recover, and then play again. And of course, I'm not happy about the injuries. We played a lot of today, so it's just yeah, it's not good.
Right for the Coppa Italia, Como then allow Inter Milan to get a single goal in the first leg of the Coppa Italia semi-finals. Ended goalless, and they'll be going to San Siro for the second leg. I'm not sure they can survive at the San Siro considering the kind of pressure they are to handle against Inter Milan yesterday. Alright, they ended goalless. Strasbourg defeated Reims 2-1 for the Coupe de France. The first goal was scored in the 83rd minute by a Panicelli. Yes, it has also got a second goal from Julian Ciso in the 87th minute. Patrick Zabi got one back for him to keep them for the second leg. It ended 2-1. 09160059545 09160049545. 2 games today. Brighton at the Amex Stadium against Arsenal by 8:30. Aston Villa versus Chelsea for the Champions League place by 8:30. Also at Villa Park, Fulham against West Ham United by 8:30. Also the Manchester City and Nottingham Forest by 8:30. That at the Etihad Stadium. Newcastle United versus Manchester United by 9:15. Just so you know, Brighton versus Arsenal, Manchester City versus Nottingham Forest will be played concurrently. That's the same time. Good morning to you. Hello, sir. How are you? I'm fine too, God. Yeah, I'm very happy for Wolves. Why? Why are you happy for Wolves? Wolves is your team. Wolves is your team. Wow. 09160059545. Good morning to you. 09160049545. You can text us on WhatsApp. 09128945945. Good morning to you. Hello? Hello? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hello? Right, 09160059545, 09160049545. In the La Liga today, Rafa Vallecano will take on Real Oviedo. It's by 7 p.m. Ambergaz against Bayer Leverkusen is by 8:30. For the Real Sociedad game, they will play Atletico Club by 9 p.m. The first leg is Real Sociedad with the advantage when they went to Athletic Club to pick a victory and scored once. The second leg is 9 p.m. tonight. Good morning to you. Hello? Alright, on WhatsApp, the only black man from Ungo says Banky. Okay, so it's Banky. Okay, this is not the black man from Ungo. This one is from Kingsley. He said Banky, even Liverpool go ahead to win Champions League, it's not to still leave Liverpool by the end of the season. He has no business in Liverpool comes next season. Okay. Hello? All right. Good morning. My name is Wakibi. I'm still waiting for your message, though. Good morning to you.
Hello,
my guy, how far now? All right, go ahead. No wahala. They beat them now. They beat them here anyhow yesterday now. They beat them. It's a difficult game, but yeah, you should be able to win. That's good. Very good. Thank you. Thank you very much. 0916005945 and you can text us at 09128945 Hamburg against Bayer Leverkusen is by 8:30. Just like I said, Lazio will take on Atalanta. It's a Coppa Italia semi-final first leg. That game is by 9 p.m. tonight. Lorient against Nice is by 8:30. Marseille will take on Toulouse in the Coupe de France by 9 p.m. tonight. All right, 0916205945. I don't know why Chooks is not trying to even reach out to me and to let me know what happened to his Liverpool side. Well, it's fine. 0916205945, 0916204945. Those are the numbers to call. Good morning to you. Hello? Yes, your name and location. All right, go ahead. Mm, okay. Okay. They will relegate now, don't you know? They woke up late to work. Mm, a little too late. Of course, they can still do. Okay. They are still going down. All right, no wahala now. Thank you very much, my friend. All right. Okay, this one from Good Morning Banky. This is Coach Kano from Enugu. Everywhere is calm now. And it been that Wolves against Arsenal. Now everywhere, everyone will start celebrate. I have 30 seconds for you, go ahead. Mm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Because you're an Arsenal fan, Abi, they will collect you. They will collect. Let me not lie to you. They will collect. Thank you very much. Rivers United Academy Warriors is by 4 p.m. today. Thank you guys. We'll be back later tonight by 7:30 on Urban Sports. Yes, 9 a.m. this morning, Yagazi and Chama Wansamba will be here for the Parliament. Before I leave, the amazing sport facts. Did you know that Manchester City versus Real Madrid will be the first fixture in UEFA Champions League history to be played in the knockout stages in 5 consecutive seasons? Manchester City, Real Madrid, first leg, no Rodrigo, no Kylian Mbappe. Thank you very much, guys. My name is Banky O. Good morning to you.